Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning to you all. I'm your host, Abina, for this inaugural session of the two-day international conference titled International Conference on Multidisciplinary and Innovation, ICMRI 2024. Now I request all the guests to kindly stand up for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Today, we are pleased to have a group of academicians and experts who will enlighten us on the latest research advancements across various fields. The main objective of this conference is to create a platform where scholars, researchers, academicians, and industry professionals can meet, exchange ideas and research findings, and explore innovative techniques and solutions. By fostering interdisciplinary collaboration, and the conference aims to encourage participants to explore the intersections of various disciplines and contribute to the advancement of knowledge. The conference's overarching theme is bridging disciplines and building connections. This theme highlights the importance of breaking down traditional boundaries in promoting collaboration across various disciplines. Participants are encouraged to present research that transcends individual disciplines. So, by doing this, we are fostering the holistic and comprehensive understanding of complex global challenges. This conference is particularly valuable for emerging scholars as it provides ample opportunities for networking with fellow researchers to forge collaborations and establish connections that can lead to future projects. Literally and metaphorically, a lot of sweat and blood went into the conception, organization, and execution of this conference. And for this, we are thankful to Madam Principal and the organizing committee who have put their best forward. We hope all the hard work comes to fruition today. Mr. Samir Gold, coordinator for the conference, will talk about the conference in detail in a little while. To begin the show, we welcome the college Tarana, which will be sung by the college choir and has been written by our very own celebrated ex-faculty and poet, Professor Wasim Shafai. Thank you so much. Now I request all the students to come forward. Thank you very much. That was very refreshing. It's always a pleasure to watch the enthusiasm and energy that the young students put in their performance. I take a moment to welcome Shri Alok Kumar, who might be joining us online, as he was not able to be us here physically, but I think in a short while he will join us. Now, I request Madam Principal, Professor Ruhi Jan, to please come up on stage and receive the guests. I request Dr. Lakshmi Singh, IAS, to please come up on the stage. नहीं नहीं okay. I request Dr. Yasmin Ashai, please come up. I request Dr. Sheikh Ijaz Bashir, Nodal Principal, Kashmir Division Colleges, to please come up. And I request Shri Baldev Prakash, he's a special guest, MD and CEO, J&K Bank. They have been kind enough to sponsor us today. Thank you very much. It's always auspicious to begin every venture with positive energy. For this, we'll have the Kashmiri is burning ceremony. I request all the guests to come forward and ignite those. इधर ही रख दीजिए साइड पे smells good. Now I request all the guests to kindly take their seats. Now is the time for a formal welcome. I request Madam Principal to please welcome the guests formally. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this two-day International Multidisciplinary Conference hosted by Government College for Women, MA Road, Srinagar. As the principal of this premier institution, it fills me with joy to witness the convergence of scholars, researchers, academicians, and industry professionals from diverse fields under one roof. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed dignitary, Dr. Rashmi Singh, IAS, Principal, Commissioner, Resident Commissioner, New Delhi. Dr. Rashmi Singh is a leading luminary whose contribution to bureaucracy is legendary. Madam comes to us with decades of experience and she holds the charge of various departments. Ma'am, we are honored to have you with us today. I take extreme pride in welcoming Shri Saurabh Bhagatji, who is on his way, Commissioner Secretary to Government, Science and Technology Department. Sir is a committee officer and at the same time a dedicated leader. I also welcome Dr. John Zhang, Chair and Professor of English, UCP Valley State University, Eta Bina, USA. We are honored to welcome our special guest, Shri Baldeep Prakash, MD and CEO, Jammu and Kashmir Bank. Without whose sponsorship, this conference would not have been possible. I also welcome our dynamic leader, Professor Dr. Yasmin Achai, Director, Higher Education, UT of J&K, whose guidance has given a new direction to this motto. I also welcome Nodal Principal, Kashmir Division Colleges, Professor Sheikh Ejaz Bashir, my principal police of City Division Colleges, Deans, Controller Examination, Deans of various schools, Dean Student Welfare, other dignitaries, participants, researchers, scholars, academicians, faculty, and students. Government College for Women, MA Road, Srinagar, is a premier institution and holds a special place in the heart of the state. Established in the year 1950, this institution has been a beacon of higher learning for women in Jammu and Kashmir, fostering academic excellence and empowering women through education. On stage, I request Shri Sora Bhagat ji kindly come to the dais and take the seat. I take extreme pride in welcoming Shri Sora Bhagat ji, Commissioner Secretary to Government, Science and Technology Department. Sir is a committed officer and at the same time a dedicated leader. Welcome you, sir. The International Multidisciplinary Conference 2024 serves as a platform for intellectual exchange, sharing ideas, research findings, and innovative solutions across various disciplines. With the overarching theme of bridging disciplines, building connections, we aim to break down in traditional boundaries and promote collaborations among scholars and professionals from different fields. Throughout the conference, we will have the opportunity to engage with internationally renowned keynote speakers who will share their insights and experiences, inspiring us to embark on interdisciplinary research endeavors. Moreover, the conference offers ample networking opportunities, allowing participants to forge collaborations and establish connections that can lead to future interdisciplinary projects. As we gather here, we embark on a journey of intellectual exchange, innovation, and collaboration aimed at unraveling the complexities of our contemporary societies. Together, let us embrace the spirit of collaboration and dialogue, forging connections that transform bodies and disciplines. May this conference serve as a catalyst for change, inspiring us to seek new perspectives, challenges, and paradigms, and work towards a more just and sustainable spirit. I encourage all of you to actively participate, engage in fruitful discussions, and contribute to the advancement of knowledge in your respective fields. Together, let us strive to make this conference a resounding success, leaving a lasting impact on the multidisciplinary research and collaboration. Once again, I extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, and I wish you a productive and enriching experience at the International Multidisciplinary Conference of today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now we'll present floral tributes and mementos to our guests to mark the occasion. I request Madam Principal to present to Madam Rashmi. Now we would like to present a tribute to Shri Saurabh. Now we are presenting to my favorite Yasmin ma'am. And we have another Professor Sheikh Ejaz, the chief principal, not the principal. Now we would like to present a tribute to Shri Baldev. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind and generosity. Mr. Baldev is short of time. He will be staying with us for very long. So we'll break the protocol and he'll be speaking first. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all. Ma'am Rashmi Singh, IAS, Commissioner Secretary to Government, Shri Saurabh Bhagat, IAS, Special Guest for the event, Commissioner Secretary to Government of Jammu and Kashmir, Science and Technology. Ma'am Yasmina Shai, Guest of the Honor, Director Colleges, Higher Education Department, Jammu and Kashmir. Ma'am Ruhi Jan, Principal Government College for Women, and Judge, all ladies and gentlemen, children, this is a pleasure to be with you today in this very renowned conference for 2 days. I also express my thanks to my colleagues on the board of the bank, named Sahila, who has been kind to invite me for participating in this function. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Managing Director and CEO of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, I feel really honored to be here amid a gathering of notable and academia and brilliant scholars at this prestigious international conference of multidisciplinary research and innovation 2024, which as a subject is highly technical and academic in nature. With climate change emerging as the elephant in the proverbial room of developmental discourses across the world during the last 2 decades, the idea of sustainability has assumed unprecedented significance in the narrative of economic growth and development globally. Therefore, on behalf of the financial institution of the state, the UT, I would like to touch upon a few things relating to sustainable technology development that is an important component of the 2030 global agenda under sustainable development goals. We call it SDG. These goals are connected with and address the socio-economic and environmental dimensions of sustainable development. In today's rapidly changing world, sustainable development is not just an opinion. It is an imperative for ensuring the prosperity of current and future generations. Sustainable economic development encompasses the harmonious integration of economic growth, social equality, and environmental conservation. It is about living the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. At Jammu and Kashmir Bank, we recognize the significance of sustainable development in fostering inclusive growth and enhancing the well-being of economic communities. One of the pillars of sustainable economic development is responsible banking practices. As a leading financial institution, we recognize our role in promoting ethical and sustainable business conduct among our clients and partners. This includes financing projects that contribute to the environmental conservation, social welfare, and economic empowerment. Furthermore, sustainable economic development requires a focus on inclusive growth in Jammu and Kashmir, as in many other regions and disparities in income, education, and healthcare are prevalent. Addressing these disparities is not only a moral or imperative, but also a prerequisite for long-term economic stability and social cohesion of our society. As such, Jammu and Kashmir Bank is committed to supporting initiatives that promote inclusive growth, such as financing small and medium size enterprises, supporting entrepreneurship, and investing in education and healthcare infrastructure. And also sponsoring and supporting the conferences just like today. Moreover, environmental sustainability must be at the forefront of our developmental efforts. The ecological diversity of Jammu and Kashmir makes it particularly vulnerable to the adverse impacts of climate change and environmental degradation. As stewards of the environment, we have the responsibility to minimize our ecological footprints and support initiatives that promote environmental conservation and resilience. This includes financing renewable energy projects, promoting sustainable agriculture, and investing in green infrastructure. In addition to promoting responsible business practices and inclusive growth, sustainable economic development requires collaboration and partnerships across sectors and stakeholders. No single entity can address the complex challenges in this alone. At Jammu and Kashmir, we are committed to working closely with the government agencies, non-profit organizations, academia, and private sector to identify innovative solutions and mobilize sources for sustainable development initiatives. Education and awareness are also essential components of sustainable economic development by raising awareness about the importance of sustainability and empowering individuals and communities with the knowledge and skills they need to contribute to sustainable development. We can build a prosperous future for all. At Jammu and Kashmir, we are proud to be at the forefront of this endeavor, and we remain committed to driving change in the region and the community we serve. Together, let us build a more sustainable and prosperous future for our generations to come. With these words, I wish the organizers and the participants of this conference trust and hope that ensuing discussions will enhance not only our understanding of issues relating to the multidisciplinary research and innovation, but also meaningfully contribute to make us closer to the sustainable solutions as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Virendra. That was very kind of you, and I hope this conference is positive and fruitful for both our institutions. We have with us online John Zeng. who has been making very patiently delivering address. Considering the time difference, it's a very positive day, and I'm thankful for your patience and time. Dr. Zain, Chair and Professor of English at the Mississippi Valley State University, USA. He edits the journals of technical literature and value policies. He has authored and edited 10 poetry or scholars books and received grants and awards from the key writing programs. National Endowment and Mississippi Arts Commission. We welcome Dr. John, and now I hand over to my team so that you can continue with your talk. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Principal Madam Kens, distinguished guests, scholars, faculty, and students, good morning to you all, although it's now over past midnight in Mississippi. I would like to express my sincere thanks first to Principal Madam Kens for the warm welcome, to Dr. Mirza for contacting me, and to Dr. Harvey for the introduction. It is a great honor to be with you today at your conference and give a talk about the crucial role that history and gender play in literature. Throughout the ages, literature has served as a mirror to reflect the society in which it was created, and history and gender have been central themes in shaping the stories we read. History has always been a powerful force. It provides context, depth, and richness to help us understand literature. When writers write about historical events such as nonviolence resistance, we as readers are given a chance of the world in which the great figures such as Gandhi and Martin Luther King lived, so we can better understand their motivations and struggles. But history is not the only force at play in literature. Gender has been crucial too in literature. From the earliest works of literature to modern day fiction and poetry, writers have explored the complexities of gender roles, identities, and relationships, whether it is through the portrayal of strong, independent female characters who challenge societal norms, or the depiction of male characters who struggle to break free from traditional expectations. Gender has always been an important issue that challenges both writers and readers to explore the more important issues behind it. So it is important for us to critically engage with the historical and the gender dynamics present in literature. By examining how writers use history and gender to shape their narratives, we can gain a deeper understanding of the world in which we live and the struggles and triumphs of those who came before us. For example, Sonia Sanchez, an influential African-American poet and social activist, is no exception when it comes to addressing history and gender in her work. Throughout her prolific career, Sanchez has used poetry as a tool to shed light on the struggles of women in the United States. Her poetic exploration of gender provides a platform for marginalized voices to be heard. That was also a major reason for me to edit and publish a book of literary criticism on her. Sanchez's poetry often reflects the historical context, which draws upon her own experiences as an African-American woman. Born in 1934 in Birmingham, Alabama, Sanchez grew up during a time of profound social and political change. The civil rights movement and the feminist movement were both gaining momentum, challenging the status quo, and pushing for greater equality and justice. One of Sanchez's most notable books is Way About People. Published in 1970, it digs into the complex relationship between history and gender. It chronicles the struggle of African American women throughout history, from slavery to the present day. Sanchez pays homage to the strength of those women, celebrating their ability to survive despite the oppressive forces working against them. She highlights how African American women have been marginalized and silenced and how they still manage to rise above their situations. Sanchez also explores in this book the interconnection of race and gender. She illustrates how African American women face unique challenges and forms of discrimination. She challenges the misconceptions that have long plagued African American women, reclaims their identities, and celebrates their rich cultural heritage. Through her work, Sanchez gives voice to the struggles of African American women and calls attention to the intersection of race, gender, and history. There is no doubt that Way About People is an important landmark in the expression of the lives and the voices of Black people, especially the voices of Black women. It reveals the poets and many other Black women's attitudes toward race, society, status, pride, dignity, Black beauty, Black power, and civil rights. Deeply influenced by the Black arts movement, the characteristic of the book is its emphatic voice on Blackness, gender, and self-esteem. As Sanchez declares in her dedication, she says, "I am a Black woman. I will be called queen. My Blackness will change my colors and will be reborn Black again." As a poet, Sanchez aimed to write political poems during the Black arts era because she fully understood that her poetry should be a weapon rather than romantic images of nature. In other words, Black beauty existed and survived through the struggle against racial discrimination. For Sanchez, poetry should not be for the sake of art, but for the sake of struggle for the Black race. And she was aware of the urgent need of the duty and the ideology, judgment of political poetry suitable for the Black arts movement. In conclusion, poetry for her is a weapon, and the history and gender are key issues in her work. Sanchez's poetry is a powerful testament to how gender has shaped and influenced society throughout history. Her work illuminates the struggle of African American women. As we continue to deal with issues of gender and identity in our society, Sanchez's work serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all, especially for women who seek to create a more just and equitable world. Thank you all, and best wishes for the great success of your conference.
Thank you very much, Dr. John. History is indeed a strong source and a testament to the progression of race. But history, as historians, is not always enough to ethically determine what really happening on actual. Hence the voice of fiction. But sometimes more accurate, more honest, and more ethical in many ways for everyone. I thank you for the very elucidated, comprehensive talk. And as you have been able to stay with us any longer, I thank you so much. Now, moving on, I would like to invite Professor Samir Goel, the conference coordinator, to tell us more about the conference, how it was conceived, and what we hope to achieve. He will explain in detail what we hope to do in the next 2 days. Thank you.
Esteemed guests, on of the dice, participants, colleagues, and dear students. Good morning to all of you. As we gather here today, we all know the impact of innovation and research has on our lives. From the way we communicate and conduct the business to the way we access and process information. Research and innovation have revolutionized the way we live our lives. Keeping all these rapid change in mind, the Department of Computer Applications, Sciences, Social Sciences, and Literature and Languages, in collaboration with Internal Quality Assurance of the college, has jointly organized this international conference on multidisciplinary research and innovations 2024. The conference has been organized with the objective of bringing together innovative scientists, teachers, research scholars, students, and industrial experts in the field around the globe and offer a platform to deliver the latest innovative research results and recent developments and trends in the field of research and innovation. The primary goal of the conference is to promote the exchange of innovative scientific information between researchers, developers, engineers, students, and practitioners. And the goal is to promote fundamental research into institutions and industrialized research and convert exploration into real-time applications. Overall, the conference will provide the researchers and attendees prospects for national and international collaborations and networking among universities and institutions from India and abroad for promoting research and innovation areas. To attain all these conference has been designed in such a fashion so that it covers all the major subfields in environmental fields. The conference program has been designed to cater to a diverse audience, from those who are just starting out in their careers to those who are established as experts in the field. We have designed a lineup of stations, leaked out, and keyword addresses across the globe that will be sharing their insight and expertise on a range of topics falling under the ambit of the conference theme. We shall be sharing their expertise in our Following the inaugural session, we will be having a series of parallel technical sessions, and each session is organized on group of sub-themes of the conference. It is pertinent to mention that we have received here about 20 research papers across the globe, out of which only 150 papers were shortlisted by the experts after thorough review process. Out of these selected 150 papers, 25 papers are of international level of reputed institutions like MIT Cambridge, Stanford University, California, Lomonosov University, Russia, University of Bonn, Germany, Kyoto University in Japan, etc. And rest are from the reputed institutes of the national and India. All these papers shall be presented in 4 parallel technical sessions pertaining to the field of computer science and technology, sciences, social sciences, and literature and language. These technical sessions shall comprise of lead talk, paper presentation, and final discussion. Lead talk using these technical sessions is delivered by the experts in the field who share their insights and perspectives on current and emerging trends in multidisciplinary research and innovation. During paper presentation, the scholars and researchers will present their research and discuss their findings. This will provide an excellent platform for attendees to engage with the latest research and learn about the latest and developments of the specific fields. Panel discussion provides scope for participants to engage in a dialogue on specific topics and receive feedback from their peers. I am confident that these sessions will be filled with insightful discussion, engaging presentations, and fruitful networking possibilities. I hope that the conference will be a stepping stone for future research, innovations, and development in the field of multidisciplinary research and solutions. In conclusion, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you and wish you a productive and enjoyable conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Professor Cole, and now we all stand in home. That was very comprehensive indeed. These kinds of events are celebrating the achievements of the college and its faculty, and we are always celebrating each other's achievements. We will begin the celebrations by releasing the conference book of abstracts, and then we have from a faculty member that we are going to release. For this, I request all the guests to kind of step forward to the first stage. I request Professor Simpson to join them. This book of abstracts contains all the abstracts of the research paper presented during days. A huge number of class, please. Lots of hard work and hard into this. Thank you very much. Now, please stay. It's always to encourage and share each other's achievements. One of the faculty, Dr. Lisa, has established a book titled "An Introduction to Phonetics and Phonology of the Kashmiri Language." It is about Kashmiri phonetics and phonology, published by Summer University, Uzbekistan. The important feature of this job is that it is considered problems, which has made the way relevant. Earlier neighborhood Kashmiri phonetics and phonology have been revisited and evaluated scientifically, which led to a reformulation of many earlier notions regarding the Kashmiri sound system. I request to please come up on stage. Dr. Isa. A huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Kindly be seated. Let's bid adieu to Mr. Baldev, and then we'll continue. Thank you so much. Now I invite Professor Yasmin Shai, a colleague and mentor, please come to us.
Thank you very much, Sabina. Madam Rashmi Singh, IAS, Principal Secretary, Department of Hospitality and Protocol and Resident Commissioner. Shri Saurabh Bhagatji, IAS, Commissioner Secretary, Department of Science and Technology. Professor John, Keynote Speaker. Professor Sheikh Hejaz, Principal Amar Singh College and Nodal Principal Kashmir Division. Professor Dr. Nasir Shah, Department of Science and Technology. All my deans and controller from Cluster University, Srinagar. My dear faculty members, delegates for the conference, participants, and my very dear students. A very good morning and assalamu alaikum. And of course, I did not mention my dear Professor Rui Janatan, who's principal of the college, and Shri Baldev Prakash, MD and CEO JK Bank, we just listened to and he was just left because of his other commitments and engagements. At the outset, on behalf of the Department of Higher Education, under the patronage of our very worthy Principal Secretary, Shri Alok Kumar IAS, and on my own behalf, I would like to congratulate my colleague, Principal of this college, Dr. Ruhi Khan, and her entire team for organizing this conference. Last year also, the college hosted international conference on advances in computer science and technology around the same time. If I'm not mistaken, madam, it was the month only. So that shows the consistency on the part of the college to organize such major events for which they deserve appreciation. As we all know, National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes the role of multidisciplinary research and innovation. It also encourages educational approaches that integrate the humanities and arts with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This integration has shown positive learning outcomes, including increasing creativity and innovation. We just heard Professor John, who was a professor of history, I think, and he was talking about integration. I had a Thursday look at the schedule of the papers being read in the different technical sessions of this conference, and I was quite happy to find the climate variety and new approaches adopted by the paper presenters. In the languages and literature section, there are papers exploring the works of different authors from Amitav Ghosh to Khalid Hussaini, and from Kabir to Saadat Hasan Mansi. In the social science technical sessions, the participants are looking at diverse topics from identity formation. Professor John was also talking about gender identity. On social media to exploring ethical considerations in educational research. Well, similarly, session on biological sciences includes topics like health problems caused by pesticides and biodiversity of the Himalayan region. In the session under physical, chemical, and mathematical sciences category, participants will be sharing their inputs on topics like impact of sand and boulder mining on the groundwater levels in the Jhelum Basin and automated garbage management systems for smart city applications. Similarly, session on computer sciences, participants will be speaking on themes like cybersecurity and quantum computing. In nutshell, this 2-day international conference offers so much in terms of research and scholarly inputs that I have to tell you, the student inside me would love to attend each and every session, but will not be able to do that. There is just so much to learn from. I also spotted some papers titled with authors coming from different disciplines. I believe this is the true indication of collaboration and interdisciplinary approach. As you know, there are a number of government initiatives that seek to capitalize on multidisciplinary research. There's a shared view among academicians and policymakers that this mode of research favors innovation and thereby improves the economic progress of the country. Now, there may be lack of complete empirical evidence supporting the connection between multidisciplinary research and innovation, but some studies have tried to explore the link. Some studies here found that multidisciplinary increases the odds of research results but useful to innovation. There are, of course, limitations also. For instance, science is experimental, and the innovation outcome of an individual project cannot be guaranteed ahead of time, merely to the extent of disciplinary mixing among the participating researchers. Nevertheless, the past decade has been a significant change in the organization and management of scientific research. Although research has traditionally been organized into specialized disciplines, more and more initiatives are emerging in higher education that aim to break the disciplinary silos. Not just in higher education, some countries are considering multidisciplinary approaches in school education as well. Traditionally, school curriculum has been largely based on the concept that instruction should be separated into distinct subjects for ease of understanding and then reassembled when complex applications are required. From a very early age, we are taught to break apart problems to fragment the world. This apparently makes complex tasks and subjects more manageable, but we pay a price. We lose our intrinsic sense of connection to a larger world. When we try to see the big picture, we try to reassemble the fragments in our minds. The curricular concept of integrating or connecting school subject areas has gained significant attention in recent years as a plausible solution to developing a more relevant approach to teaching and learning. Pertinently, the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning in revolutionizing research methodologies across fields like medicine, finance, and environmental science. The convergence of biotechnology and information technology yields innovations like personalized medicine and wearable health devices. Interdisciplinary efforts address pressing issues like climate change and resource conservation. The greatest strides in engineering and in other fields are also happening as the boundaries where the disciplines meet. In fact, if you look at the academic background of Nobel Prize laureates, it reveals the importance of multidisciplinary education in medicine. I recently read a paper abstract published in Elsevier, which you all know is a reputed journal. The authors had compiled an integrative and comprehensive data set about the educational experience of all Nobel laureates bodies, focusing on their undergraduate and doctoral inputs, pages. The results demonstrated that nearly 30% of the Nobel laureates in medicine have multidisciplinary educational background. It quoted a well-known researcher saying, I quote, if we want to achieve a great breakthrough in medicine, we must cultivate talents in various fields, majoring in diverse subjects during university education. The excellence of various subjects benefits the occurrence of breakthrough in medicine, unquote. As we all know, the Nobel Prize is the most important and influential scientific reward system in the world. The award-winning achievements basically represent the greatest achievements of researchers that have played pivotal roles in promoting human and social development. And I just shared the analysis of their educational background in colleges and universities inspires us to look at the merits of multidisciplinary education, which of course our National Education Policy 2020 is promoting like anything. Well, if you talk about information technology, that has also emerged as a catalyst for multidisciplinary research and innovation. Multidisciplinary approaches not only enrich individual expertise, but also advance knowledge by breaking down discovery barriers. Some universities in the West have in fact institutionalized awards to felicitate and honor best multidisciplinary research or collaboration projects that transcend traditional disciplinary boundaries. In India, the National Education Policy 2020 looks at multidisciplinary education as a means to develop social, physical, intellectual, emotional, and moral capacities of human beings in an integrated manner. A flexible curriculum facilitates creative combinations of various disciplines. The opportunities of doing research are also enhanced and improved through a holistic and multidisciplinary approach. Of course, we understand we need necessary infrastructure and other things in place to create a culture of research and collaboration in our own respective colleges and institutions of higher learning. As you must be aware, over the past years, the Higher Education Department has invested a lot in this direction. Funding for procurement of research equipment has increased manifold. The Central Research Lab, which has come up in Icmri College last year, in the World Bank project, is proof of how seriously the higher education department is taking research in colleges. Similarly, innovation and incubation cells have also come up in colleges with the aim to develop competencies amongst young aspiring entrepreneurs and channelizing their talents and innovative ideas. Back to the conference. I hope that this two-day event achieves its stated aim, which Professor Samir talked about, of serving as a productive forum for sharing of innovative ideas. Needless to say, the Department of Higher Education, under the leadership of our worthy Principal Secretary, is committed and will promote such endeavors in all degree colleges of the UT of J&K. I also look forward to go through the conference proceedings. I think we've already released the brochure, which has an abstract of all the papers we will be presented. But since I believe the collection of papers will come from individual researchers, I understand the nature of the proceedings is different from an educational textbook. Each paper typically is quite isolated from the other paper in the conference proceedings. But if the conference decide under the leadership of Principal Rui Jan Khan, we can have these further develop the proceedings into a textbook for more tangible outcome. Of course, it is only a suggestion, and I leave it to the organizers how they act it. I once again congratulate the principal of the college and her entire organizing team for this initiative, and would also extend my best wishes for its success. I'm very sure that the organizers have planned it very well. We have our policy makers and decision makers on the days, and of the days we have all academicians. I'm sure the blend and the combination of both and the collaboration with the Department of Science and Technology, and of course with our very dynamic resident commissioner, she'll share her wonderful and beautiful thoughts and ideas with you. I have heard her in Jammu very recently in the National Education Policy Conference, which talked about the main theme was internationalization of higher education. She has been doing great work, and she will talk about how multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approaches help us in taking our nation forward and in making all individuals socially productive individuals. Thank you very much. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's always a pleasure to listen to you, and collaboration and the way to go now. Now I invite Dr. Rashmi Singh, who comes to us with decades of administrative experience and scholarship to enlighten us with the words of wisdom. And I believe that our research in public administration, so she is academician for administrator. She's currently the commissioner, secretary to the government, and president of Commission of New Delhi. Thank you very much, ma'am. We're very eager to listen to you, and I was very about how you thank you so much. Thank you so much. सबसे पहले सबको नमस्कार अभिवादन इस मंच को सौरभ भगत जी डॉक्टर यास्मीन की अभी अपने बात से एजाज की और आपकी बहन भाई डॉक्टर रूही जान जी और यहाँ बैठे हुए हमारे जो हमारे स्कॉलर्स एकेडमिशियंस बहुत सीनियर फैकल्टी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स से प्रिंसिपल से और साथ ही साथ यहाँ स्टूडेंट्स जो इस कैंपस में वुमेन्स कॉलेज श्रीनगर जिसका इसका बहुत बड़ा इतिहास है हिस्ट्री है वो यहाँ पे आप इस सुंदर परिवेश में जो आपको लर्निंग environment for imbibing knowledge on a day-to-day basis, which is so fortunate And I'm sure why they have others. So we have the other and I think that is the idea of universities of breeding ground, a platform for collaboration of idea, where research and innovation probably goes on even without your realizing because everything Christ, everything will be up and there's an element of research going on. There's an element of innovation, the way we think, the way we just going on. And I would support some event to organize Women's College and the principal for actually coming up with this excellent theme in the conference. The interdisciplinary I do some research and innovation, which is really important in terms of current relevance, which the topic has an extremely sensitive and current relevance today. Besides in contemporary times for the future to come. Why I'm saying it is because the world has shaking out. The way we are interconnected and is why it makes our life easy in many ways. Correct. Once opportunities in many ways. Yet it also releases the complexity like this as well. And that complexity is translated in various forms of movements and places of people, which in terms of health, in terms of your economic status, in terms of your maybe your social values, so to say, ultimately is what we strive for. Because everybody was striving for is not just growth and development, but also a societal well-being. And that is what calls for the huge it's that is what calls for integration of looking at the change are we support. So it's an ongoing battle for all of us, all the time, and we have maintain balance, and maintain that perfect integration between what I have all many words already and so also. That is where philosophy to root. But when it comes to that, let me know where the students are coming from, and the certain disciplines, and probably not actually each other for collective disciplines. And then when we look at the which comes like these rooms. Again, I look back, I just so because when there is a very complexity to today, why we say right that the world is not flat. And the commitment is there. I don't want to go like but there are so many things that the unheard, unclear. But in terms of the complexities today, something which probably the take a ban, also that, and Professor Yasin about, so the subjects that you look at, be climate change, be it your healthcare system. So they all come with the challenges of, again, not just sectoral specialized version, driving a specialization in the sector, but it comes with the challenge of being able to relate other sectors. It comes with the challenge of not having the knowledge of the other sector, but also the relevance of it. Now, why I see it in my experience, I'm just again bring you this convergence, which is very important between theory and a practitioner. And I've had the fortune of actually diving critically construct after having very practice more. Because as a civil servant, it was the national movement which joined ourselves to understanding the challenges by the social construct, and then being able to respond to in terms of solutions. And then I got actually reflect on it. I my motivation, which is actually demonstrating convergence and intersectionality around gender issues. And why? Because just to take a simple example, suppose you're looking at women's safety and women's issues. So in very sectors, I would response. You might think that saying the land, the hostels, the cities, and that is one way in which you can improve the solutions on the and use of it. Now, why I'm using this example now, here as a practitioner, looking at a hospital has come up in the metropolitan city, and very tiny cities. So it was not what the demand is demanded, the demand is there, and the very eat affordable for the sales to stay by the and yet why was there lack of demand? So here, when we study, we realized the road which was connected to the hostel was the main, it was not late. Then the buses, the transport system was not linked happily to be able to afford a stoppage. So they had some actually walk and that was that place is well lit. So you can imagine place was a place. What is the solutions? Work, safety was obviously not essential. Why? Probably because the we did not consult the gender in terms of the maybe gender experts. So urban planning, gender sensitive design there. So these disciplines we have made sure that solution was something which was actually solving some problem. The person watching that gap between demand and supply, like just also favor. So when we coming up and sharing what examples and in terms of research, I'm sure that you also be realizing the huge amount of potential in so here. The world's looking at areas all around us, but which ultimately need a solution for it, not fragmented. It is not this whole, but it is different domains, different knowledge, different references. We're trying to so that your solution is comprehensive. I'll give another example. Like nutrition. Nutrition. We realize that is a challenge. When you look at the data in terms of students, girls, the level of nourishment. So when you get down to look at solutions, and then you realize that it's not actually which is a problem. So the problem also lies in certain conditions. Now we can really because then it's not that everything else has same problem. Some lack of some ways it was because the child was not getting up time. Some ways it could be some psychological, which is when we have so after like food into the system. And then it's a question of entire system to be able to understand that ecosystem where it's wrestling with other child, so that not able to take aware of it. So these are like some challenges. And when we look at research and innovation, again, it can be something abstract. It has more realistic terms of whether to solve challenges that you find that out. It has to have society relevance. It has to have relevance in these many types, as also the future. So that is why it's very important to be able to connect. Recent. I would say initiatives that website you ring about where there was a connect. One is the Hello JK, and the other is the Kickers House. I think that has been the wrestling commission. We are trying to situate that. And again, looking at like other ways in which probably say the community. So is it only education council, or are there like board which needs to be brought about and then we see if there can be a holistic solution. So I will not delve much into it in terms of new practice, but I would certainly suggest to governments to come and want that some of you are able to make some kind of cultural workshop. Just give us one session on a particular theme that I'm able to do what the different analysis and really. So similar kind of practices in my own journey. So we try to make whatever possible areas, be scams, like convergence facilities, so that we are able to provide solution, not just to on the economic side, but social, economic, so sort of balancing those. So what I in my journey have tried to again look at. So not able to actually segment the needs of an individual that when we're talking about needs, let's understand its totality. And because science and technology well session and science and technology, I'm sure that she will enlighten us and all of you in terms of potential. We should start this climate has to be in the when we say so Japan, they have the solutions which are technology, but at the same time, these are very good around the principles humanism. So that innovation, then you're looking at the science, technology, knowledge, and arts, humanity, and the future. So element of all these different just the sensitivity. Maybe the empathy. So somewhere down the line, all have their own values. It's possible for us as students, as researchers, values. So for me, cross-sector collaboration is not just new work. For me, it's not just approach, but it is also the process. And let's understand the issue and let's work the solution. So with this, I would like to not just promise you, but also like wish one of you that this particular something the opportunities that it helps especially the young researchers, the young students, for them to become creative leaders in the times to come by enrich knowledge through the workshop. That's the sincere wish you have. Thank you. Thank you very much. What ma'am said about building bridges policy and its execution is very relevant. We need to collaborate with government and with other departments to render solutions that are full of useful for all. And we need solutions that are protecting and people friendly. And for the first time, I heard someone actually talking about making software. Because usually we are looking at it, part of the psyche and people role in policy, execution, and delivery. Thank you very much for that. And now, we have with us, she is already years, and he will talk to us shortly. I am the Professional Secretary of Central Science and Technology Department. Thank you very much. Please.
A very good afternoon, all of you. With me guys, who is principal resident commissioner ANK and commissioner secretary of hospitality protocol, and also I think in a women's college, like great example of leadership. Yasmin, director colleges, and again, I think a very common officer who has worked very hard. I have shared the dice with her when for good governance and in some universities, very task assigned to her by entire department, and some very senior people from the government. I have there collaborated. She has studied education department. Baldev Raghaji, who is a CMD for Jammu Kashmir Bank, participated and spoke greatly about this important topic. With us, Sheikh Ijaz, who is the Royal Principal of Nursing College. Mr. Nasir Shah, who is the Director of the JK Science and Technology Innovation Council. The very dynamic college, the dice and she has really strong life in the activities in this institution. And most importantly, heads of the department and most importantly, of this institution. I see that started in 1950. This has come a very long way. Institution from Jammu Kashmir, and it was coming endlessly, but people in the walks of life. Coming to today regarding research and innovation, I must congratulate our department as also the Coastal University, as also the Women's College, touching this very important topic. And I'm sure these two celebration we will have speakers from but also very other esteemed universities, international universities, as we just heard one of the speakers from international speakers in this event. I would like to say that in multi research very much a part of our also been policy, international education policy. Now already we are together, and the cannot be in the sport. If you look at despite the places, science and technology, and grow as economies. Same the same development was done by Russia about 50 years. The same like Singapore, Hong Kong, and India, etc. The same so science, technology, innovation, potential, development. If you see the international level, we are almost like the third country in the world. We are the third largest startups in the world. I think this is because the education system is delivering very well. And the efforts being made by technical education departments across the country, also in the event that it is bearing fruit. And this, I understand, like I mentioned, that we have Science Innovation Council. And this councils are not provides sponsored research and innovation universities. But also provides university has seed money for startups. It also provides the delegation is reimbursed. If you that innovation, all the including Sukas, the Kashmir University, Center of State University, Mother Innovation Funds, and so on. And you can survive the single country five meetings have been made by the local faculties and the last years. So it's achievement, 45 papers, research. There are almost startups, which are science and research. There are more research programs that develop patent and so on and so forth. So when we development and activity, where all faculty and work hard enough, this can convert an idea in something like industry. That we discover industry, academia, and entrepreneur. I think that has to be bridged. And is working on this. Okay, you know, parties that are represented when they develop some research idea, not just take the paper, translate patent, and that and convert it into industry. I think that is building up. They are finding coming up. And I think I would like to encourage all of you the government jobs. I don't see everything. And I think look at industry. Not only becoming society. That is some should be an objective. This kind of a conference research can I also research and I think it is very now as a country, as a entire Southeast Asia, looking towards us, leadership, and what is we can share research which are still that level of development. If you look at the student with a ground and see research. Even research and development. We have Kashmir. So I think it is subjective. I think I think I think what I somewhere sincerity. Research and university. Sometimes research. So we can research on but now research is something that leads to a solution. That leads to people, right? And I think we as bureaucrats, that becomes somebody I think it's critical. It's critical. And second, that it's happening, and it is not emphasized on the side. Like I said, it is cut for this next time for research, and it has the action to do value. There's extremely, it's aspect and that practice should be original and that should be the certification of any mission. This is I'm sure we have the future and all the money it's another aspect you can actually snatchers instead of a small I'll go to a simple example. I believe it's standard. And it's why IIT. So there was some he developed robotic type of solutions. Somebody basically got a robotic shell. You could get it. So after that, he see that we found that research and cosmetic so the manual local operation and they said that if it's a robotic solution gave you a boost to us. He developed a solution. Now the particular he is doing a turnaround in the age of the world 21 years. This is another satellite and the standard. And now that's satellite launch. Among 116 satellites in the country. So there we need education is not limited, but sincerity is definitely there. So we have to be very sure that they can and this is system is I feel that's important. Second is not putting mind is also solution. So I think these are some other ideas that we are developing all of you. And I wish the best for and I think we like to work on it, like to be whatever requirement to be developed, taking a big environment ecosystem for startups, research, innovation, whatever is our the kind of like better the content. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Definitely, we have to bridge the gaps in ideas and execution and its scalability and economic gain. The session is ending almost on time, and then I will announce that and will not hold you back any longer. To end the program, I request Dr. Alchusa to propose a form of vote of thanks.
Assalamu alaikum. Meetings, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing committee, it's my distinct honor and privilege to extend a warm and heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for basically asking function of Icmri 2024. First and foremost, our sincere gratitude to our esteemed guest of this conference, Dr. Rashmi Singh, Secretary to the Government of Hospitality whose presence and immense value in this conference. We are truly honored to have had the opportunity to listen to your insights and thought in we are highly indebted to our distinguished speaker, Dr. John Zion of Mississippi Valley State University, of sharing his exercise and enriching the audience on the related course. We express our gratitude and sharing and we gladly remind us of our presence and sharing our thoughts with us. We are grateful to Dr. Yasmin Shai, Director of Quality Department of Education, for sharing her opinion with us today. Appreciate your endorsement. My sincere also to Dr. Vijan, Principal Officer of College, and Co-Director of this conference, for his support and guidance of the organization of this great. A special thanks to all the deans of the university, world principals, invited guests, delegates, participants, and traveling foreign guide to history. Your enthusiasm and education will have come. Our also thanks and our sponsor generous the commitment of advancing knowledge and collaboration is highly appreciated. I would like to acknowledge in part the hard work and dedication of the organization and the volunteers who have worked to ensure the successful organization of this conference. Your efforts have been as we are grateful coming. As we can it's an every function. Let's make the money father of the conference. Certain meaningful connection and building and it is focus disciplines. Together we contribute to the advanced and our global community. Okay. I'm also highly indebted to the Department of Music for preparing the students and also highly indebted to the protocol committee behind the scenes. I would like to ask you in conclusion, I would like to say that I wish you all a complete experience at the Icmri. Thank you all. Thank you all.
I would like to thank the protocol committee for the work that they have done behind the scenes. Now, before I sign off, I would like to announce that we will reassemble for technical sessions in the college auditorium, college conference halls, and department computer application. And it is already written in your sketchbook as where you have to be. Thank you again for your time.